Wow, nice work. The subtle jab from the royals drive Meghan Markle absolutely crazy. Was the big royal burgundy parade a sly dig at Meghan? One has to wonder if it was a sly, far-off retort to the Sussexes' attack on the racist royal. Welcome to the official YouTube channel for all things related to UK royal news trend. There was a collective last week when the Princess of Wales and her daughter Charlotte arrived at Westminster Abbey wearing identical burgundy coats. Mother and daughter coordinated sweetly for Kate's Together at Christmas carol service. Princess Anne's daughter, Zara Tindall, followed closely behind, her blonde hair glistening in the camera lights as she wore a chic coat of the same shade to ward off the freezing temperatures. I was terrified that I'd committed some sort of fashion blunder. Do you think Kate would be upset about that? However, Kate's sister Pippa soon followed Zara, smiling for the cameras while wearing a belted military-style coat in a colour similar to the one currently trending. Perhaps it's just a coincidence, but... However, upon further inspection, it was discovered that Prince William was wearing a tie perfectly attuned to his wife's colour scheme, as was Mike Tindall, who praised Zara's choice. Michael Middleton, Kate's father, also wore a tie and deep strawberry-coloured tie, as benefits a man whose hallmark is measured understatement. Stranger and stranger. Did Kate issue a colour decree to her in-laws and her own family, or did they all of a sudden develop a penchant for 50 Shades of Burgundy? In any case, at first glance, it did appear to be rather peculiar. Actually, it made me think of a Christmas card Colleen sent out years ago, in which the entire Rooney family was dressed alike in matching pyjamas. Even so, ever since the royal appearance last Thursday at an event being filmed for ITV's Christmas Eve broadcast, I've been wondering if it wasn't more than a coincidence. That what we saw was a covert long-distance riposte to Meghan Markle and Harry for their attack on the racist royal family. Please allow me to elaborate. 3 more episodes of Harry and Meghan's Netflix Whinge-fest, in which they share their truth with the world, had been released that day, and they were even more heartbreaking than the previous episodes. Whether intentionally or not, Harry painted a picture of his late grandmother, our Queen, as a puppet-like figure, controlled by courtiers and advisors. He accused his father, Charles, of lying, and his brother William of bullying him. This outburst was in response to an earlier episode in which the Duke of Sussex claimed that William, unlike him, had not married for love, but instead found a woman who merely fit the royal mould in Kate. The Prince and Princess of Wales were justified in feeling deeply betrayed by the brother who they had been so close to. While the official response from the firm in silence, composure and duty, I'd like to believe that some members, particularly the women, decided not to take it lying down. Meghan's offhand remark in the documentary about the constraints of royal life affected her sartorial choices may hold the key to their coordinated response. And what did Camilla, the Queen Consort, wear to the ball? An immaculate white coat with a neat collar. Sophie, Countess of Wessex, wore a variety of winter white and caramel tones. Was this an act of sisterly support, sanctioned by the men in charge? For Kate on her big night, following the beating she and William took at the hands of Harry and Meghan? Yes, I'd like to think so. Those sly looks they gave the cameras as they entered the Abbey made me think something was up. Pantone, the authority of fashion colour, has named burgundy, or as the fashion set calls it, Viva Magenta, the official colour of the year 2023. It's been called audacious, full of wit, and inclusive of all. No other response to the Californian salvos could possibly be more appropriate. Yes, the royal family must keep a respectful silence in the face of allegations made by the Sussexes. However, I think the Burgundy Fest we witnessed was a well-planned show of support from women for an institution the Sussexes despise. Or, to use a more colourful metaphor, a huge raspberry aimed at Harry and Meghan. Subtle brilliance. If it turns out to be true, the colour burgundy, however, is both sophisticated and appropriate for the season. Perhaps it was just a lucky coincidence. Whether or not it was deliberate, they both looked stunning and imperial. Of course, Princess Catherine can wear anything and make it look fabulous. She is so beautiful. Everybody looked great, whatever their outfit. In the meantime, it would be pointless to offer any guidance to Meghan and Harry. They are so consumed by resentment, vindictiveness, and jealousy that they refuse to listen to reason. Despite having many advisors, they continue to make mistakes due to their arrogance and hypocrisy. There must be someone who can relay my messages to them, and they must be this. The fact that no one can change the way other people feel about them or the positive qualities others automatically see in them, and that they are solely to blame for the disdain others feel toward them. Press releases are fake, and lies always come to light. Before anything else, they need to realise that life isn't always a bed of roses and publicly apologise for their whimpering when they announce their desire for privacy and step down as working royals. Second, they should try to see things from other people's points of view in order to gain more perspective, nuance, and understanding of how they are perceived by those outside of their immediate circle of friends and family. They need to confront their feelings of inadequacy and take responsibility for their issues. Maybe, if they run out of money, they'll start to get out of financial trouble by getting jobs like people do and not maintaining a lifestyle that they can't afford. Like living in a place with 16 bathrooms that is certainly useless, because why would two adults who live together need 16 bathrooms? Third, they should seek professional assistance, as it appears they will require such assistance to help them recognise the truth and act responsibly for it. If I had the power to advise them, I'd tell them to each go and get a psychological evaluation to help them identify any mental health problems they may have, and then seek to receive appropriate treatment. I think it's hypocritical of them to attack the royal family, the monarchy, the media, and the UK, given how much they try to play the media with their titles and connections to the royal family. The location need not be a Commonwealth country, but they should go somewhere quiet and remain there for at least a year while they get treatment. Meanwhile, there are too many questions about their charity for it not to be led by a competent and completely honest individual. To avoid looking like they've given hundreds of thousands of dollars to a bunch of different causes, I think they should pick 2 or 3 and commit to supporting them fully. For the first year, make 0 public appearances, then at most 2, at most 3 the following year, and never more than 6 in any given year. They need to stay out of the limelight to let the bad blood and negative press die down, but they've already done too much damage for anyone to ever welcome them with open arms. Since there are many aspects that cannot be fixed, we should focus more on mitigation. Without his wife, Harry should move to South Africa, hire a live-in therapist, spend a year in intensive therapy, then transition into conservation work, and perhaps even establish a rehab conservation centre for wild animals. However, they were not interested in hearing the argument. This runs counter to what it seems they want at the moment. Is that so? The Sussexes love them or hate them? If you have any thoughts on them or the royal family, please share them in the comments section. If you find my video to be helpful, please feel free to like and share it with anyone who enjoys it at the time. If you'd like to stay up to date with what the staff are doing, we ask that you subscribe to our UK Royal News Trend. Finally, I'd like to say thanks for watching and wish you a good day.